What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slash here, and we are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
Together we are
Hella Depraved. And we are back with Sa-Roc.
Yes. So we're kind of going out of order here because she hadn't realized that we hadn't reacted to this song yet.
I love this song.
She's heard this song a lot.
And yeah, I read it on the track list, and I thought we had reacted to it simply because I have heard it so much. It is one of my favorite of her songs, period. So I just assumed we had done it, and when I went back through, realized that we had not. Which is a travesty, honestly. So we are here, and we are going to listen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting.
All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to react to this as if you guys have already seen it. If you've not seen it, please click the link in the description below. Hop on over, watch the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment, let Sa-Roc know we sent you, and then come on back. And we say that because
we will be pausing.
There will be pauses.
It is Sa-Roc, so we're going to do our best here. I have the lyrics pulled up because, again, it's Sa-Roc. Kind of need it. Kind of need it. At least for his first run through.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it is time to slash it up and break it down, guys. This is Sa-Roc with Hand of God. Let's get it.
My mic is like my only highlight in my life. Some days I testify in 2/8 like saints on Sundays. Cause I've been through the sewage and come back unfazed. Now my music's my temple of worship, so come praise. Now let me reintroduce myself, I'm Sa-Roc. They call me Red or Shorty for short on my block. Ain't had no bread, fam kept me fed on Garvey and Gil Scott, so I'd keep a real shot. Now I'm
Go ahead, baby.
All right. So my mic is like my only highlight in my life some days. I testify in 2/8 like saints on Sundays. Testify. Because I've been through the sewage and come back unfazed. Now my music's my temple of worship, so come praise. And I like that the whole time they're acting like she's some sort of doll to pose.
Right.
So, you know, some days this is her only outlet. And 2/8, 808s, beats. It's this whole song is a masterpiece. Now let me reintroduce myself. I'm Sa-Roc. They call me Red or Shorty for short on my block. Ain't have no bread, fam kept me fed on Garvey and Gil Scott, so I'd keep a real shot. So that she knew what was real. You know, she knew how to keep herself fed. Real life, no drama.
ain't had no bread, fam kept me fed on Garvey and Gil Scott, so I'd keep a real shot. Now I'm trigger happy, busting too often for my esophagus. Offer my soul up in every reverse for my consciousness. CDC maybe, but I'm bigger than a metropolis. Super manifest on my lane from the sarcophagus. I ain't gon' lie, low recognition would be dope. Cause I be chanting just like a penis, I need remote. The ghost of my past, the man in the heart, my every quote. Into the truth is my future just like an antidote. Hand to God.
Hold on, bruh.
Hand to God.
All right. Now I'm sugar happy, busting too often from my esophagus, just spitting.
Yeah.
Offer my soul up in every reverse from my consciousness. Just talking about
Every single time she gets on the track, she's giving a piece of herself, and it's nothing but the truth. Yeah.
See, DC made me, but I'm bigger than a metropolis, DC being Washington, D.C.
Right, and it's a metro.
But DC is also DC Comics, and Metropolis is the main city in DC Comics for Superman.
Yeah. And she has said wear an S on my lapel. Yeah.
Super manifesting my lane from crib to sarcophagus. And it's a Superman.
Yeah.
Being used in there.
Plays into the Metropolis.
But then it says my lane as in Lois Lane.
Right.
But my lane as in the lane she's in. From crib to sarcophagus. So from birth
cradle
to death.
to death. Yeah, but so super manifesting is not just imagining, but like, this is what I'm going to do, this is what's going to happen, and keeping that positive vibe going, and it manifests in your life. Like, you are the reason things manifest in your life. Yeah.
Right. That's actually the secret behind the secret.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, little recognition would be dope, because let's be fair, she's been doing this a while now.
A long time, over a decade.
And I didn't even hear of who she was until you.
Right, so in the last year. Yeah, I mean,
Introduced
she
her
had
to me.
10 albums, I think, before this one. And they're all crazy good.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she says, because I be channeling just like a Panasonic remote. Channeling her, her feelings and emotions in words,
Right.
but channeling remote.
Well, and also
Changing the
channeling
channels.
the power within her, like, that's the manifestation, and so on. So it's a triple in how she's meaning it. But yeah, she's channel surfing. You can just imagine her.
The ghost of my past demanding to hide my every quote until the truth saves my future just like an antidote. Hand to God.
So all of the trauma in her past is trying to keep her quiet,
Right.
trying to hold her back. But when she speaks the truth, it helps her, and it relieves her, and it is the antidote to the repressed nature of trauma. Yeah.
I hide my every quote until the truth says my future just like an antidote. Hand to God. Hope that you believe me, 'cause I don't have a reason to ever tell a lie to you, rather say goodbye to you, baby. Hope that you believe me, 'cause I don't have a reason to ever tell a lie to you, rather say goodbye to you, baby. I tried to.
And I love the stutter. It makes it sound like the beat's kind of breaking up a bit, like the channel's breaking up a bit. So yeah, the hand to God is a like a pledge, like when you're doing the pledge on the Bible for court and stuff like that. It's like, I'm telling the truth, hand to God. So I don't know why. Maybe someone can explain this. Hand of God is the title of the track, but she actually says hand to God in the track. I don't know. I mean, like, it makes sense, and I mean, I would have said voice of God for the track name, but that's just me. So yeah, basically, it's never easy because I'm telling truth on every single track, which means I'm bearing my soul and my trauma and sharing. But on the other hand, like, I don't have a reason to lie, and if that were my choice, I'd rather leave the scene, not do this anymore. But again, they're still posing her like she's a doll. So
Right.
yeah.
I tried to tell you I was an alien once or twice. I guess 10 albums of evidence just did not suffice. This word don't fit me, I'm wearing it like a faulty size. But I still slay every space I've been known to occupy. Spewing ink on this A11, they call me Octopi. But most of my lines don't see light of day like they Dracula. I've been so afraid that my honesty would get me ostracized. 'Cause I can't prove this shit to you, bro, I'm just hypothesizing.
See, now this verse is what makes this my favorite track. All the references she pulls in and everything. Yeah.
So I tried to tell you I was an alien once or twice. I guess 10 albums of evidence just did not suffice. Again, pointing back to you saying...
Yeah, she had shit
10
before
albums
this, like a
before this.
lot.
This world don't fit me. I'm wearing it like a faulty size, but I still slay every space I've been known to occupy. That's also still referencing the alien.
Yep. But
Space.
also, the fact that she's wearing it like a faulty size, like it's too, honestly, like it's too small for her. She doesn't, but she still kills it every single time. Doesn't matter.
Spewing ink on this 8x11, they call me octopi.
That's where I started laughing.
Octopi
Yeah.
have 8 legs.
Legs, and they spew ink.
Yep.
So, but she's talking about writing down her lyrics.
Right. But most of my lines don't see light of day like they Dracula. Basically saying, like, there's a lot of songs she's probably made that have not come out.
Right.
Which almost any person that's an artist that takes this seriously, They have a bunch of those.
Right.
And
they may cannibalize them at some point, use bits and pieces, because, like, they just, the complete work they didn't like. It wasn't what they felt was their best stuff. And so, yeah, they never see the light of day. Like, Dracula is how she says it, but Dracula, like Bram Stoker's Dracula. Vampires can't stand the light of day.
Speaking of which, go watch Dracula Untold.
Fucking fantastic movie.
Tweet Universal Pictures telling them they need to continue. Anyways. I've been so afraid that my honesty would get me ostracized because I can't prove this shit to you, bruh. I'm just hypothesizing.
Right.
Yeah, she always felt that, like, the things that she says might get her
pushed away, like not listened to, the whole 9 yards, because she's so honest and people don't want to hear the truth. And she can't prove it, but she's got 10 albums backing her up, saying, like, because she hasn't gained, like, as much attention as, honestly, she really legit should. Like, maybe it's that people don't want to hear the truth.
Right.
That's her hypothesis.
That my honesty would get me ostracized, cause I can't prove this shit to you, bro. I'm just hypothesizing. And I know one thing for sure, they ain't looking for authentic. Homie, all these rappers is plastic and freshly augmented. Seem like real shit off the table, unfamiliar, off limits. All my views is super black, like the windows is all tinted. That's my truth, I don't deny you yours. I'm trying to leave a hip-hop classic, bomb your train of thought like Star Wars. With stories of how I earned these stripes, we'll call that tiger lore. Legend of beauty and beast and internal dialogue, hand to God.
And I know one thing for sure, they ain't looking for authentic, homie. All these rappers is plastic and freshly augmented. Again, part of the reason the whole music video is her being a doll and now she's unbinding herself. Yeah. But just the way that she puts that, like, plastic and augmented, like, they're fake. And they're not just fake, but they're, like, spouting about stuff that they haven't lived through. It's not their truth. But then you get all the bling and stuff on top of it. You think about plastic surgery, what the industry wants them to look like. That wasn't... I mean, if you see before pictures of people that became famous, like what their style was beforehand, or like even what their body looked like, and then you see after the industry has taken over and they've had all the stylists come at them, it's crazy. She's like, this must... be part of the problem, is I'm not willing to be this, and they're not looking for authentic. Seem like real shit off the table, unfamiliar, off limits. Same thing. All my views is super black, like the windows is all tinted. So yeah, you tint your windows super dark and you see the world through a black lens. But again, you know, her heritage, she flaunts. She's proud of. She, you know, but again, it's also like how she was brought up and her viewpoint. So if she's going to be authentic and tell the truth, that is her viewpoint. Like, she can't change it and still be authentic. But that's her truth. I don't deny you yours, which I like that she pointed out. Like, this is mine. I'm allowed to have mine. You're allowed to have yours. We're allowed to have a dialogue. That's fine. I'm trying to leave a hip-hop classic. Bomb your train of thought like Style Wars. So, bomb, train, yeah. With stories of how I earned these stripes, we'll call that tiger lore. Legend of beauty and beast and internal dialogue. So, stripes would be like war wounds type thing. We'll call that tiger lore. I just like the play on words that she uses here. And Legend of Beauty and the Beast, and internal dialogue. So she's got both in her. The trauma and the beauty, and seeing the beauty in her upbringing and around her. And, yeah.
And I like the video because now it's showing that kids are imitating
exactly
what she's doing.
Exactly.
Which is a strong message.
Yeah.
extraordinary, more than meets the human eye. And that's not arrogance, it's more like I'm exuding pride. They try to bury my self-worth and call it suicide. I object. I came too far and fought too hard to be a prior threat. There's clear present danger lurking in my dialect. And turbulence in every piece that I inspired. Yet I'm peeking, I'm untying. Holy shit, it's prophesied, I guess.
I love how she starts that with the voice kind of higher, and yeah. They asked for more. I told them, sure, let's see, who am I? First, I'm extraordinary, more than meets the human eye. And that's not arrogance. It's more like I'm exhuming pride. Which is a great place to be, but exhuming is normally you're talking about unburying a body. So her pride at some point was shoved down based on outside influence. I'm guessing traumatic experiences, just being told that she is lower than she is, than anyone is. So at this point, she knows she's better than that, and she has uncovered the truth of who she really is, and is now projecting that, which is good. They tried to bury my self-worth and call it suicide. I object. So that happens a lot. I think, like, people get kicked down and told they're worth less, and then when they have an internal problem, depression, or whatever, we tell them that that's their issue. That they're the ones that are committing suicide. Versus, like, all of the stuff, the outside influence that built this problem in the first place. So
when you get knocked down?
I get back up again. You're never going to keep me down. I object. So I think that's great that I object, not just because of what she was just referencing, like, I'm not going to let you repress me, but also this whole time, like I said, she's doing the hand to God gesture. So again, it's a very almost legal thing. Like, you know, I came too far and fought too hard to be a prior threat. That's clear and present danger lurking in my dialect. So clear and present danger being a book and a movie. And turbulence in every piece that I ain't fired yet. I'm peaking, I'm Mount Zion. Holy shit, it's prophesied, I guess. Mount Zion is a very known place in biblical references. So, right. Again, the prophecy, Mount Zion, I believe that's where the Ten Commandments...
Well, it's also a religious thing, so I'm peaking. I think she's saying I'm peaking religiously.
Right.
I'm Mount Zion, and then she goes in and says, holy shit.
Right. But also, you have a peak on a mountain.
Right.
But I think Mount Zion is where the Ten Commandments were prophesied. That's right. Why she brings in the prophesied part. Clear and present danger, I believe it has, like, a very iconic airplane scene, which is where the turbulence is. But, you know, so she's just saying that the turbulence would be, like, breaking up people's thoughts. Like, what is the word I'm looking for? Making them reconsider what their prior opinions were. She wasn't a threat before, but she is now. Like, she's kind of warning you that's clear and present danger right now. Because I'm finally unveiled. I fought through all of this stuff, and now you're in for it. I
think that's where
we ended. Okay.
Turbulence in every piece that I inspired. Yet I'm peaking, I'm untying. Holy shit, it's prophesied, I guess. Like I wasn't supposed to make it past the first year. Now I'm in the Twin Cities rocking pink coats of cashmere. Y'all don't make this album fly, I'm thinking about jetting ass Lear. But I got in the game to make some kind of change, cashier. So what do you suggest? Should I walk it out? Get 3 stacks on the track, one more outcast to talk about. I'm on my own path, have no one but plans to stalk your route. So I'm gonna leave this here, dope artifacts from rock, I'm out. Hand to God.
All right, like I weren't supposed to make it past the first year. A lot of people counted her out.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the Twin. What is the Twin Cities again?
New York.
Is it New York?
Yeah.
Or New Jersey?
New York.
Oh.
I think. Sorry, guys.
Rocking pink coats of cashmere. Y'all don't make this album fly and think about jetting. That's Lear.
A Lear jet, but yeah, like... don't think that this album is like, don't make it top and then just take off on me, like, you know.
Right. But I got one in the game to make some kind of change.
Cashier.
But I got in the game.
Right.
To make some kind of... Damn, I can't read.
And
Cashier.
I think, and change, she's not just talking money. She wanted to actually make change.
Right. So what do you suggest? Should I walk it out? No, walk it out.
Yeah, walk it out. Yeah, right?
Sorry. Get 3 stacks on the track. One more Outcast to talk about. That's a
fire
bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Andre 3K,
right,
3000, was a member of Outkast.
Yeah.
And she's calling herself an outcast because she still doesn't really fit in with the rap game.
Right, because
she's actually got a message with what she's going on.
And that's part of the change that she's trying to make. But yeah,
right.
that's also why she thinks people are counting her out, which, again, she's probably right about.
I'm on my own path. By the way, Outkast is probably one of my favorite groups of all time.
Definitely.
Definitely my favorite duo of all time. Maybe.
Oh, they're fucking
Em and
fabulous.
Royce might be number 1 for me.
Right, but still, Outkast is... Oh, God, that nostalgic value alone makes them my favorite duo.
Hey,
right.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm on my own path. I have no other plans to stalk your route. She's like, I'm in my own lane. I have no reason to even worry about what you're doing.
Right. I have no plans to, even. Like, it's not even in the future. I don't care what you're doing. You do you. Boo. You do you.
So I'm going to leave this here. Dope artifacts from rock. I'm out. Calling her music antiques.
Well, not just antiques, but like something precious that you immortalize.
Right.
With truth to them, substance, history, value. And I think it's interesting. I mean, she does say rock a lot in reference to herself, but like a lot of artifacts are made of a mineral substance of rock of some sort. So I like that. And okay, so we're gonna go into the last. Oh, did you believe me? 'Cause I don't have a reason to ever tell a lie to you and say goodbye to you, baby. Oh, did you believe me? 'Cause I don't have a reason to ever tell a lie to you and say goodbye to you, baby. It's like putting her away at the end of her song. But I did like in the verse 3 that entire time she's in her own dressing room and you see her obviously in front of the mirror, but you see also her behind changing her own clothing, styling her own hair. You know, it's much more her style versus somebody moving her around. And that at the end there, she had a gathering of what looked like maybe a whole family that had been impressed with her music. But it is a poignant message and one that needs to be told. If you have a platform, you are affecting people in some capacity. They're going to look at you, and you are going to have people that emulate you.
Right.
So, you know, what you put out there, you should be somewhat conscious of.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, it's going to influence people one way or another, so it's just dependent on how you feel.
Have you heard the stuff I wrote and put?
Yes. Yes, I have. So, but yeah, again, this is one of my favorite tracks of hers. I love the creative way that she structured some of the verses with the octopi and the Dracula and the DC Superman bars, but then also the Outcast bars and so on. It just, for me, this is definitely one of my favorite songs of hers. It's on every playlist that I have.
Bombs over Baghdad. Sorry. Now I'm gonna go listen to an Outcast. I got a whole thing lined up for tonight.
Right, we do. Inspiration from reactions.
Yes. Fantastic track. Probably my second favorite.
Which one is holding?
Huh?
Which one is still holding? Number
The one from 2 reactions ago.
Was that Lay It Down?
I think so.
I think it was Lay It Down. That's fantastic. Yeah. Really, it's hard for her songs to compete against each other, but this one, for me, has taken the place so far.
Okay. She almost got her playlist video to line up with her body.
Almost.
Now it looks like she like this.
Well, I mean, she's kind of looking at you like, eh?
Okay.
And you wonder why she's looking at you that way.
Yeah, I deserve it. It's okay, though.
With that being said, guys.
With that being said, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of Sa-Roc with Hand of God? Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms. Mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
And with that being said, we love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later. Peace.
Bye.
Now walk it.
Right.